With Gojushiho Kata, there's one move that is very theatrical, okay, in the kata. And in it, we're here, we've turned, we're moving, turning, coming down, stepping over, securing our imaginary opponent, and tossing him to the ground forthrightly. And then we're coming back up, coming over, and doing it again. And then we move on to bigger and better things. Now, in certain katas, there's variations. In the Shotokan kata, there is a knee coming up and a down this way. In Saidokan and other styles, there's even a leg lift that happens as they step. And it's all very interesting. Now, the problem with that is, when you begin to step back off of the kata, it takes far too long to create a good application. So by bringing Erickson back in, okay, he is aggressive, he is somewhat nasty, which he is in real life as well. He's going to create a punch, okay? And when he punches, hey, and I create a defense, I create a kosa dachi type of technique where I'm way tied up. And if he has any sense at all, he's just going to turn on me, push me over, and knock me out. So this is where we have to discern where the dance and the performance changes from the actual kata. Instead of this to this in two very broken, separate movements, what we have to do is condense that timing, put it together, and make it live. Okay? What we're going to do now is, Eric-san, I'm going to start in a very defensive posture, something not aggressive, Defense by Jeff Thompson, a very favorite of mine. You can use whatever you prefer. As Erickson comes in with that punch, okay, instead of stepping all the way out, all I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to shift to the 45 and let my hands accept that force and roll this way. Okay? So in kata, we have 1, 2. In application, 1, 2. And this can be seen more as Oyo Bunkai because we're moving to natural. Okay? We're using a natural body. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a very natural, ingrained stopping point for that kata and we're going to remove it. Instead of going 1, 2, stop. 3, 4, stop. We're going to get rid of that because that's artificial. As Erickson comes in, we're going to move, deflect, push, let the kata teach us where our strike is going, let it extend his body, and let the kata continue teaching us where the technique is going here. So we're moving, circular, striking, coming down all in one fashion. And this really speaks to the Chinese roots of this kata. It traces its lineage all the way back to Bushi Matsumura in one fashion or another, who was largely influenced by China. So Erickson's going to come in and punch again. We're going to shift, duck, create the extension, okay? Because this is difficult to get. When someone is punching and hooking, it's difficult to force them to move their arm where you want it to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to utilize a vital point. If you're being nice, you're going to push and take it that way. If you're being not nice, you're going to strike. Okay? It's either way, it's going to cause the head to go back this way. You can strike a stomach 9 location. You can strike a little higher up. You can use a flat hand, a stomach 5 location, whatever you choose. Okay? He goes back, he strikes again. Shift, bring it up, and take it down. Now, don't be afraid to be circular. Okay? A lot of times in karate, we're a little afraid to be circular. As we come up, we're going to move our body and take it down. He comes again. Okay. So when you're thinking about your bunkai, don't take every move separate. Separate, separate, separate. Sometimes you have to condense it, bring it together, smooth it out a little bit, make it a little interesting, and see what you come up with. Thank you.